Yo, it's Hakeem the Dream. Thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. You guys hit the like, comment, and the sub bar right here, and follow me on IG right here. Before we get into the podcast, you know what I have to do. Hit a quick shotty for the Dream test. Hakeem the Dream. I got all my niggas on my team. Let's get into the Dream. Yo, it's Hakeem the Dream, your favorite podcaster here on Inside the Dream. We have Dylan Jacobs here right there. How you doing, brother?
Good, man.
In the house. Dylan, what's good, brother, man?
Yes. Before we get into it, everybody like and subscribe to the video and follow Dylan on Instagram.
Sir.
It's Dylan Jacob Musics.
Yeah, everything is at Dylan Jacob Music.
Also, before we get started, let's hit a shotgun beats.
You already know, man.
You know we're alcoholics. Yo, it's time for the shotgun. So, if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't seen the last video, this nigga Dylan snapped.
This shit was about to go hard, bro.
Sunlight, man. Sunlight.
What do you mean sunlight, bro? You were snapping, bro.
Sunlight,
Like
man.
Spazzing on 4 different beats.
Sunlight.
4 different energy levels.
After the
Bro,
bullshit
that's the
we went
keys.
through today, bro, fuck. Oh my god.
Bro, Isaac, you're so weird, bro.
It is literally spilling everywhere.
You're so weird, bro.
We should have gotten something better. I low-key feel it in my stomach, bro.
Yeah. Well, I came to dream. I got all my niggas on my team.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be there soon.
Yeah.
All right, so before we... My fault, guys. That shit was not getting in there. But anyways, let's start off from when you first started rapping. Like, how did you actually, like, be like, I want to be a rapper and, like, got into rapping at a young age? Because I saw you got in, like, at a young age, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty young, 14.
What was it that you wanted to start rapping? Like, why was the reason?
Music was always in my blood. My family was musicians. My grandpa played drums. My grandma was like a famous singer in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Oh, damn. Like a really, like, well-known singer that everybody just knows.
That's how my family got to Vegas, is because my grandma had residency in 1966 or something like that at the Stardust.
Okay.
And so they came to Vegas to live that residency out, and then got old. And Vegas, everyone says, like, it's where, like, entertainers come, grow old, and die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Pauly
that's
D.
what Vegas is. Yeah, and that's what they
Nah,
did.
don't
so.
say that, bro.
I love Pauly
I
D.
love Pauly D, bro.
But anyway, so what age was it, like, you really, like, was like, damn, this shit is what I want to do?
Like I said, man, music has always been in my blood, but I never knew I was good at it. I never knew it was something that I was good at. I never knew that I had a talent for it. Like, I was always very, like, I had a personality. You know what I'm saying? I always had a very, like, big personality, even though I was very introverted as a kid. I didn't talk a lot. I didn't like to. My biggest thing is I hate introducing myself to people because I feel so awkward about it. Like,
I know
like,
about that too.
I hate it, bro. I hate having to be like, yo, what's your name? Where you from? Like, my name is Dylan. Like, I fucking hate that shit. So because of that, when I was a kid, I used to be like, I just want to be famous, because I realized that famous people, like, nobody walked up and asked you your name. They knew who you were, and that's why they coming up and talking to you. So I always knew I wanted to, like, have something in the spotlight. So I wanted to be a spotlight person. I just wasn't that in the inside, because I never found, like, what I was good at. And you know, my grandma would teach me how to sing. I was in, like, church choir and stuff when I was a kid. I played the drums, like, all this stuff, but I was never, like, great. Like, I was good, I was never great, you know what I'm saying? And I was real about that. Like, I could see it right away. And so when I was about 13 years old, I went through my first, like, heartbreak or whatever, right? It was fucking stupid. And it was 14? My mom's. Yeah, at 13. Yeah.
All right, Justin Bieber.
It was
And man's catching
Look,
bodies
man.
like that.
No, man, I grew up very early, you know what I'm saying? So I was, like, very mature. Like, my girlfriend, when I was 13, was 17. Like, so I was...
Wait. You said you were 13, your girlfriend was 17 at the time?
Yeah.
What was I doing wrong at 13, bro?
Man, what are you doing wrong now?
Fuck you, bro.
Nah, I just had to grow up very early, bro. I never hung with kids my age because I was very introverted. So, and all my brothers, my sister is all, like, way older than me, like 5 years older than me. So they were old, like, teenagers already. I'm hanging out with teenagers when I am hanging out with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, I'm not even hanging out with anybody. I'm just hanging out with my parents. I'm around adults all the time.
Yeah.
So kids my age never really got me, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was another reason why I was so introverted, because I would introduce myself, and then a kid would be like, let's go fucking bang our head into the wall. And I'd be like, that sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was already like there at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, when I was 13, I had this little heartbreak that happened, whatever, and I thought my whole life was over. I used to go and I took the bus. The city bus, from my house all the way to this bitch's house, like 45 minutes, like in a normal car. So
45 minutes. It was worth that much that you had to drive that long.
So look, no, I wasn't in a normal car. I was on a bus. I was on the city bus.
Oh, you're on the city bus.
It was a 3-4 hour trip every time. I had to take 3 different buses. I had to go all the way to the bus terminal at the fucking end of the city.
Man, making it seem like you about to take a trip, but you going to a girl's house,
bro. For real, I swear. So I did the most, right, whatever. And then, like, all that effort ended up, like, it's just a waste. Yeah, it was just a waste, because, you know, she cheated on me, like, 8 times. And I was like, I kept running back.
Man, how dare you? Bro, after taking those city buses, how dare you?
Exactly. So I was all hurt and shit. And I remember I was on the bus going to her house, about to meet her after she had cheated on me for like the 8th time, and my mom had called me. My mom was like, I completely forgot it was her birthday. That's what fucked me up. That's what fucked me up. My mom called me and she goes, hey, what you doing? And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm about to go see And she's like, oh, you know, well, do your thing, like just be safe, you know, I love you. And I'm like, and then I get off my phone and I realize it's my mom's birthday. And I'm like, damn, I'm over here trying to like go see this random like stupid bitch, right? And my mom is calling my phone just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's my birthday.
She didn't even say it's her birthday.
But she was like hinting it. Yeah. She was hinting it.
So I immediately get around. I take the bus back home. This is where it gets into me rapping, is we go to Fremont, and Fremont is where I've seen somebody freestyling, and I like just got addicted. Like me and my mom went together. My mom was turning up for her birthday, so she wanted to go get drinks and stuff like that. I was just stuck. Like, I didn't want to leave the crowd. And so when she came, like she was like, all right, stay here. Like, I'm gonna go get drinks and come back. When she came back, I was like on the microphone already. Like,
already?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got that set up right away.
Trying to like rap to people and stuff like that. And I wasn't good, bro. Like, that's the thing, is everyone thinks like you start out and it's just like this natural gift. And like, you know what the natural gift is? The willingness to start. Like, that's the gift. You feel me? The gift is the determination to keep going when you know that you're not the best around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I had. And I also had this blinding confidence because I was making money now at a young age. Because as soon as my mom came back and seen all this, she was like, oh, I'll take you all the time.
And you were just, people were just throwing you money.
Yeah. And I was rapping with somebody else. I was rapping on somebody else's speaker, right? He ended up like, my mom's like, oh, he's ripping you off. And I'm like, no. And then I realized he's ripping me off. And then he was being mad bougie to me. Like, I would go, and my mom would work 12-hour days, right?
Yeah.
And then still go take me out there to, like, because I'm 14 years old. I can't go by myself. And so my mom would go take me out there to go try to find him so I could rap with him, right? And he didn't give me no number to get him by. Like, I would have to like try to reach his baby mama on Facebook, and then like his baby mama would like,
ghetto ass shit was this, bro?
I'm like, bro, what the hell is that? I'm like, we're supposed to be partners. You're telling everybody you're mentoring me. I'm like, this doesn't seem.
And you having me call your baby mama so I can get you to the LA Strip.
I'm like, what the hell? So basically, I ended up splitting off from that, and then me and my mom were just out there full time. My mom just used to sit out there with me. She used to bring a chair. She used to sit right next to me, and I would just freestyle for hours. And ever since I was 14, so I'm 20 now, it's been 6 years. It's a lot of time. And that's really where I found my real love for the craft was out there. Is because it started, I'm not gonna lie, it started as a way to build confidence and make money. That's how it
But
started.
now it's like a love, and now you want to keep doing it.
Music was always love for me, but I just never knew like that I was good at it until I realized how quick I developed. You know, in 2 years, I was past people who had been out there for 5, 10 or like more years. You know what I'm saying?
What was the most money that you've gotten just in one like time you were there? It was hella money, right?
Yeah, it was a lot.
What was the most?
If you can give an estimate.
Because I want to know, because these niggas be doing flips and shit like on the strips in Vegas or New York.
It's
and shit.
different though. You know,
For
what
like
I'm saying?
50 or
It's
60
different.
bucks max, to be honest. But we're talking about
No, they make bread. They make bread, bro.
So
Like
what
that?
Was, what was your?
I know the whole dynamic. Like I know the whole food chain. Like it's crazy. It's but put it this way. Like I'm not gonna tell you an exact number, but I know the whole food chain, right? And they make bread. They make bread
For
out
real?
there.
Were you making bands?
They make bread. I'm at the top of the food chain.
So he was making
Oh,
bands. He was making bands
Wait,
on
wait,
the
wait.
strip.
We're talking about you're out there performing for like 40 minutes max, or like you're just going
No,
for
4
hours on
hours.
it.
It's like
4
hours?
hours? What?
That shit's lit though.
I
You
literally
just-
will
people-
freestyle for 4 hours.
Where's the
straight.
breaks at? Like, do you just go eat
You
and
know,
then come back?
every top of the hour they have a light show that goes on Fremont, and you can't perform during the light show because they'll come in and arrest you, take you to jail.
Oh, it's a law.
Yeah, so literally, it's like a 15-minute long light show. It works out for me because I take a 15-minute break.
Use
You
the
feel me?
bathroom, do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, half the time I just stand there. You know what I'm saying? I might chill. I take pictures with people and stuff like that. You know, it gives me a chance to interact and give like the show a reset. You know what I'm saying? Because the show's a real freestyle show. I literally just sit there and I rap about people and what they wear and what they're doing and how they look and it dropped me money and like I just freestyle all night. So it's really, you could sit there the whole night.
Yeah.
But really, the show's not meant there to sit there the whole night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because in all reality, any show has they say in order to do a good show, it should be like a wave. You should bring people up, you should bring people down, take them back up, take them down. And
Crazy you say that. I will touch back on that in a little bit.
yeah,
You know where I'm
and
going.
because of that, you know what I'm saying, your energy isn't always up and stuff like that. And some people just want high energy. That's what a lot of people want when they're coming to Vegas too. It's like I get a lot of critiques, right? And they tell me, why are you so vulgar? Like you're so nasty. You're always talking about bitches, this and that. And I'm like, bro, that's my freestyle. I'm like, cause I know what people want to hear. I'm like, you want something that's gonna grab your attention and be like, ugh. Like that's what you want to hear when you hear freestyle. And I get that, especially when you come to Vegas and you're drunk as fuck with your family who are from Kentucky and y'all don't even ever
Or
see
your
shit
hooker,
like
'cause
this.
those are-
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. You're with your family and your hooker. What do you mean? Like that's literally how it happens. You feel
Walking
me?
out of the casino,
And
bro.
So I know the market that I'm pitching to. You feel me? And so that's why my freestyle be the way it do on Fremont. And I get a lot of like critique, or people try to like give me advice like, oh, you know, you should rap about this instead. And I'm like, there's a reason why I'm at the top of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't give you an exact number, but I've made more than a couple bands in a night. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
But then I first seen you on the 4. Like my senior year, I used to skip class and just like be on YouTube and shit. I seen you on the 4. We're gonna get into the 4 a little bit, but I see you like, not to discredit or anything, but when I first saw you, let me get this closer. It sounds a little weird, but when I first had seen you, I was like, this guy reminds me of like a battle rapper, like an Eminem type. You know what I'm saying? Who are the people that you looked up to when you would like rap and you'd be like, ooh, I want to be bigger than this person, or I want to be like this person?
Honestly, it's crazy. I get this question all the time of like, you know, where do I find my inspiration? Where do I draw? Like, I tell people I find my inspiration from everywhere, everything. I never really had like one artist that I was just like, this is the man to me. Like, and if I did, like, honestly, it wasn't till I got older and I started realizing like the business aspect of music. That's when I was like, oh, these are the men. Like, these are the people. Like Russ, like, is a big
Oh my
person
God!
in
Why is
music that
everybody
is just
bring
like,
Russ, man?
because at the
He's
end of the
huge, bro.
day,
You
at the end of the day, for an independent artist, what he's accomplished by himself is legendary. Like, it's legendary. You know what I'm
accept that.
saying?
So that's someone that
crazy.
you look up to just from like business
A
aspect.
business aspect, a music aspect as well, because I like that he could really spit, but a lot of his music is timeless music. It's music that your girl's gonna play when she's heartbroken and sitting in the car, or she wants to like reminisce or stuff like that. And you know, it's crazy because the generation we live in is starting to appreciate this music less and less and less and less. Like we're getting to a generation where we just want straight like drive, turn up into my head 24/7 and just like fuck my mind with fucking turn up. And I'm just like, I appreciate artists who could take a step back. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate artists who could go and really show a nod to this shit that we do, this music shit. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't think a lot of people make music anymore. Like, people make songs, that's great, but I don't think a lot of people make music.
Not like the old school, like fucking Soulja Boy, Kiss Me Through the Phone type shit.
Music, like music. You feel me? Like, it's just, you know, most people don't even have anything on their. They have a lead vocal, a ad lib track, and maybe a dub, and it's like, that's crazy. Sometimes I want to go back when people would harmonize and layer their vocals, and I want to I want to hear, like, as an artist, as somebody who does music, who really has like a love for the art, I want to hear the art. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how you express yourself, and that's what back to the original question about inspiration. I draw my inspiration from anything that makes me feel like I need to express myself. So, you know what I'm saying? Seeing my family, how I grew up, like.
And you grew up with 10 people living in a studio apartment, right?
I grew up super, super humble. Like, I never had shit until I gave myself shit. You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, like, that's motivation. More motivation than any artist could ever give me, is because I never want my kid to have to experience the shit that I had to experience, straight up. Like, I didn't get to play sports in school because we never had the gas to come pick me up from the sports fucking practice. And I'm like,
I was
bro,
gonna ask that too.
I think about that and I'm like, what the hell? Like, gas is $5 a gallon, even when it's high type shit. Like, it's $4 a gallon right now in Vegas. That's a lot, right? But $4, bro, like, come on, you don't have $4. You feel me? And I think about that and I'm just like, I never want my kids to have to experience that. I never want them to have to, you know, I don't even have kids yet, but I take care of my family now. I never want my family have to go back to like trying to budget for toilet paper. My mom always told me a story. My mom took her GED and there was a question on her GED and it was like, what's your goal in life? And she was like, not to budget for toilet paper. And
really?
Yeah, and that's literally all she put. And they let her pass with it because they asked her, like, explain what you mean. And she was like, I just want to be financially stable enough where little things like toilet paper, I don't have to worry about. If I run out, I just go to the store and get some.
Wow.
And that was my whole outlook on life for a long time when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
I've been like that too, but not to the extent where it's like my mom gets her GED and wrote that on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
like literally you could ask my mom. That's literally what she wrote on her GED. And like that type of stuff is inspirational for me. I draw inspiration from every aspect of life. Like literally I see friends that are just going hard at what they love to do. And that shit inspires me. I feel like life alone should be inspiring to you because, you know, every day we have a chance to recreate who we are. Every day we have a chance to be something that we want to be, and we have a chance to learn and grow from yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I think that today, in our day and age, like, it's sad because social media makes everything so much about comparison, and
it really is.
And everybody places idols on everything, and that's why I don't like to be like, oh, this artist, because at the end of the day, I don't have an idol on any man. The only person I idolize is God. You feel me? Because He been looking out for me, and I'm blessed. I'm highly favored in my life, and I think that as long as I realize that people are just people, that's my biggest inspiration. I just want to be a person. I just want to be a person that has a gift and a talent, and I work at it, and I make a living for myself, and I live comfortably, and I make a mark on this world by showing that to the world, but at the same time, showing everybody that we're all just people. I'm a person just like you. I go through the same emotions you go through. That's why my music goes everywhere, and that's why I like that my music goes everywhere. I like that I could make a slow, sad song and make a turned up song, because I don't have to be in a box, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have to just be this.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we make everything nowadays, because we know what's going to sell. At the end of the day, you know, if I push
drugs, guns,
if I push nothing but the same thing, it doesn't matter what the agenda is. If I just push nothing but the same agenda every day, jam it down your throat, you're gonna eat it eventually.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why everyone does that. You stick to it. You stick to a code, something that works, and you ride that thing out.
I have a question though. So you stated that your mom had got like a GED,
Mm-hmm.
and you had dropped out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said in the car, it's your sophomore year, but you said it in the car. It's like mainly your freshman year.
Yeah.
Knowing that your mom did she drop out?
Yeah.
So knowing that she dropped out of high school and she had to go get her GED,
Mm-hmm.
what was like when you're a kid and you don't want to grow up in that way? Why did you decide to like drop out? Because like, what's gonna happen? Like, you can potentially be in the same predicament that you were just in your entire childhood.
No, there was no connection there for me at all, because it was a completely different situation. By the time I dropped out, I was already 2 years in of making 6 figures a year.
No way. Just starting off rapping like on the strip and everything.
That's just rapping up.
What?
Rapping on the
6
street.
figures at 15.
Yeah, that's just rapping on the street. Like, and so because of that, it gave me security. It gave me stability. I was paying bills.
Confidence.
I've been paying bills since I was 14. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I never had my own thing until I bought my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So the house that I'm in, I never had my own room ever, not once in my life, until I paid rent and I bought a house and I got my own room in the house. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time I ever had my own room. I never had my own space, never had my own. So, like, I already had did so much for myself in such, like, little time in the beginning of my career and just to start, that by the time it was time to come where I made that decision, it was also situational. The decision came up and it was just perfect timing. The TV show wanted me to go to school while I was in LA.
Is that the 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
They wanted me to do schooling while I was filming. I knew I was a bad student already. I'm not a bad student because I'm dumb. I'm a bad student because I hate busybody work. I hate busybody work. I can't stand it. If you're going to sit here and make me do 1 million bubble maps, I don't want to do it. And so, like, because of that, that would make my grades and my overall, like, what I would look like as a student just plummet. And so I know that if you're looking at me and you're judging, it's like, you know how they say if you judge a fish based on its ability to climb a tree, it'll be stupid.
I ain't never heard that, but yeah.
Well,
Not at all.
like,
That's a little too much.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit weird at first, but then you gotta really just like explain it and then
no,
you kinda
think about
get
it. Like, if you take a fish and you're like, hey, climb this tree, and then it doesn't climb the tree, and you're like, oh, it's a fucking wasted fish. Fishes aren't made to climb trees, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I got what you said, but I never heard
so
it before.
It's like for me, I knew at that time I was already doing what I wanted to do. I was already doing what I love to do, and I was making a living out of it. I was making a profit out of it. I was making a lifestyle out of it. And I had this opportunity, and when the opportunity came up, I had told them, like, because one of the producers, the one that got me on the show, he was actually really, really cool with me. And he, like, I was straight up with him. I was like, look, man, you know, I haven't been to school in like 6 months. I'm like, I really haven't. I go maybe once a week. I ace the test at the end of the week, and then they mark everything else.
Hey man, if you get the grade, bro, at that point it doesn't
I'm
really
passing
matter if you're
everything with a
going
D+.
1 day a week,
Yeah,
you know.
but you're
so-
not going. is the thing.
Exactly. And so I know that if they see me in this environment, they're gonna be like, he's a slacker. Like, he's not somebody.
Oh,
we
I see
want
what you
for-
mean.
You feel me? Like, he's not somebody
Yeah.
we want the kids to see. We not because I know that environment wasn't my thrive. Like, that wasn't my prime time environment. I knew that, and so I was already like not going to school. Like I said, I was going to keep up with like the Joneses. I wanted nobody to think my mom was a bad mom because she didn't let me drop out. I didn't want to think, oh, people thought I was a bad person because I dropped out. And then I realized, I'm like, why the fuck do I care what y'all think? I'm like, why? Because that's the only reason I'm coming to school, is because I care what y'all think. I'm not learning anything anymore. If I was still learning, I would have still been there, because I love to learn. I love to learn. I want to sponge everything I can up. But I was learning more being by myself. I was learning more putting myself out into the world, into environments that I knew I would thrive in, than I ever was learning, or retaining, at least, in school. Because I wouldn't retain anything. I'd learn something, I'd pass the test, and then it'd be gone the next week. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't think, like, you're not against, like, people getting a general education? Because let's be real. I mean, like, if you already had an opportunity.
Doesn't matter what he thinks about it. He just didn't want to go through that.
No. I'm not against the general education at all. I think everybody should try to their best to achieve a general education. I just don't think it's for everybody.
Yeah, that's
you know
what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what he thinks.
I think
he didn't think it was for him.
Yeah, I think schooling is kind of.
But do you think you wouldn't find that out? Like, you don't think you wouldn't find that out if you wasn't placed in the opportunity you was placed in? Because an average person can't just be like, a person that just normally goes to school and go back home, just be like, yeah, I'm going to decide to drop out. Because remember, you already had the knowledge more than your own classmates. Your classmates at that point were just, worried about general education, but you already had pretty much all the outside knowledge to become a businessman, to get to where you're at.
And that's why I said it was definitely very situational on why I dropped out too, because it's situational. Different people are different. You know what I'm saying? I know people who have $1 million companies, multi-million-dollar companies, never went past 9th grade. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing great for themselves. And it's honestly, school is great. I'm not knocking school. Stay in school, kids. You feel me? Everybody stay in school. Until you understand what you need to do or what you want to do in life. And that doesn't require school. You know what I'm saying? Because not everything in this life requires school. And if you want to be an engineer, you want to be a scientist, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer,
that all requires
you
school.
need to go to school. You're going to have to grind it out. And I'm honestly, more props to you, because we need those people in the ecosystem. Like, otherwise we wouldn't run as a society. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, for you entrepreneurs and you people who are bad students but great hustlers, you people who are, you know what I'm saying, you might suck ass in a school environment, because at the end of the day, school was developed to take kids from working on farms and teach them how to work in factories. That's what school was for originally. That's why it came about. So, like, that's why we sit in rows, and some people's minds just don't click with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people, like, especially in the day and age we live in now, because social media is so present in especially a young adult's life, that, like I said, it's constant comparison. It's constant, oh, if they're this, why can't I be this? Oh, that's why I always tell everybody, like, I don't get into politics or anything like that, but, like, as Donald Trump as a person, I liked him, right? As a person, because I'm all with the fuck you, I am who I am, right?
I voted for, so I'm with you on that.
But
Isaac, we
as
didn't fucking talk about politics on here, bro.
But I'm just saying my
but as
personal
a
opinion.
president, what I didn't like was the example he set for other people, because other people see him on TV, these kids see him, and they're like, what's your biggest goal, right? To be the president, right?
Right.
And they see their president talking a certain type of way, and they think they could talk a certain type of way, not knowing you don't have $1 million of security behind you. Somebody's going to beat the shit out of you because you're talking like that. You feel me? And so I don't like the example it's set, but I like him as a person. I like him as a businessman and shit like that. But it's like, it's just the same for my situation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could judge me on, he didn't graduate high school. He's a loser. All right, that's fine. Like, you could do that. But who is really the loser here? Because you're focused on me putting your mind and attention into why I didn't graduate and, like, what I'm doing with my life and how I could be possibly making my money and this and that, right? And you're ruling me a loser after sitting and thinking about me for 5 hours. Yeah. So that's what I realized. I just realized that at the end of the day, I was sitting with a bunch of kids that didn't know where they were going in life. And I knew where I wanted to go in life. And once I knew where I wanted to go in life and school wasn't going to take me there, I didn't need it anymore. Don't, like, run too much on the floor. I'm trying to get away from that shit.
Nah, I definitely get what you mean.
It's just so far back. Like, I just have, and it still brings fans. Like, and I appreciate it for that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I have to push my career farther than the 4.
I feel like that's
definitely
I feel like that's
And
ass too.
like I said, that's where I found you.
Yeah.
From fucking my senior. Like, I'm 21.
Yeah, no,
Nigga,
for
I
sure.
seen you fucking my senior year in high school. I was like, Dylan Jacobs and Jason Warrior were the niggas like I was watching.
No,
bruh.
for sure, for sure.
Same,
No,
man,
Like,
no
those
cap,
were the
bro.
niggas that I was watching.
On me,
YouTube.
no, and I really appreciate it. Like, it's not that I'm not appreciative for the opportunity. Like, I really have mad love. It's not that I have a hate relationship for that or anything like that. I have mad love for the opportunity and everything it brought for me. I just like now, especially with the musical direction that I'm trying to take, it's different. And so
Yeah, that's
a lot
more of like a
people-
little kid, like not a little kid, like because everyone, like people 30 years old going on, but like,
yeah. It was
it's
honestly, it was just more of a like
censored.
freestyle rap. That's what it was.
oh wait,
It was
so
like,
so you freestyled
pretty
everything
much
on the
like,
floor.
pretty much. I like it was written down, but it was written a day before. They flew me in like a day before, and I got there, and then fucking
Just run over it one time?
I had to write it because they had to give it to the producers to like clear it.
Watch what you were saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I wrote it out real quick, and I literally had a night to practice it. I practiced it for a night, and I did it. Like,
That's fucking crazy. But before we get more into the 4, we want to hear. So you said you told this producer you haven't been in school for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
After you had told him that, what was his thing going in from you haven't been in school and they want you to do school in LA? Like nigga, like you're fucking not in school. So were they like hesitant on taking you, or what was going on?
at first, but I told him right away, like I'm very persistent. You know what I'm saying? I don't take no for an answer. So I'm like, yeah, I haven't been in school for 6 months, but I'm literally like, honestly, I'm just about to get my GED. I'm about to graduate. And he goes, "You're gonna graduate?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, equivalent." And he's like, "I mean, that'll work. They just want you to either be graduated, like not in school, or if you
Yeah.
are in school, you have to do school here because it's the law." And I'm like, I mean, all right. So literally,
Fuck it, I guess.
yeah,
Like,
literally, I took my mom, and my mom had to sign the paper for me to drop out because I was so young. Like, if you're not a junior in Vegas, you can't drop out yourself. Like, as a junior, you could unenroll yourself. But so my sophomore year, I took my mom in, and then she signed the paper. And as soon as she signed the paper, I looked up and I asked the lady, I was like, "Hey, so like, do you have times I could take the test, or can I just go take it right now, or like, what's the deal?" She's like, "I mean, we have like brush up courses, like week-long study courses for the tests and da-da-da." I'm like, "How long is it? Like, if I fail it, how long do I have to wait?" She's like, "Oh, a week." And I'm like, "All right, well, let me just take it." I'm like, because if I fail, then I'll just take the week-long study course.
yeah,
you
pretty
know what I'm
much.
saying?
That's
That'll
it.
be
That
cool.
makes perfect sense.
So I passed with college equivalent scores, college ready scores, and
So
it
you
was-
equivalent. So they accepted you for the 4.
Yeah.
So going on to the 4, what was that like? Like, because we've had Victor Solomon on here, and he was from The Voice and stuff.
Shout out
We
to
heard that.
Victor.
But we want to hear like how you got on the 4 and what was like that whole experience.
The Forest scouted me. Shout out to DJ. He's the man.
DJ is his like that's his name, or like is it
Yeah, that's his name.
I thought he was gonna follow up with Khaled. I was like, oh shit.
Nah. Shout out to DJ. That's the man behind the scenes. He scouted me for the 4 because they were looking at I entered this like songwriting competition at like 3 a.m. one night in my boxers
Dope.
with a song that I didn't even ever release, and it was called Unsigned Only, and I ended up coming in like 3rd. I didn't even know, and then when I found out, it was like the same time when I got the call for the 4 is because I got a call. It was crazy because it was like when they want to reach you, they're gonna reach you. Like,
Really? It's not like no one phone call type shit?
No, I got a text, I got an email, I got a call, I got a DM, and it was all like different sources leading back to the same source.
Damn.
Right?
So they really get on you.
Yeah, so then I hop on a call, and he's like, "Yo, we found you. We were looking at somebody else on the songwriting competition, but we don't think they're a good fit for the show. Like, we think you're a great fit for the show. We looked at your like page and this and that and this and that. I need you to send some videos in, like da-da-da." And so I did. I sent the videos in, and DJ was just pushing for me like mad hard. He was cool, man. He like I got there, and everybody, like all the cast and stuff, was like, "Oh, you're the one he keeps talking about." And I'm like,
So
I'm
how'd you
"Yeah,
get
man."
like how'd you meet DJ from the strip?
No, literally he scouted me from this like songwriting competition.
Oh, from the one you were in their boxes. Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So like they were looking at the winner, but they seen the winner and it wasn't like what they wanted for the show. And so they went down the list, and I was right there. I was 3rd. So
And then it said, "Yeah, you're the one he's pushing for."
yeah, and so basically I got there, I did like there's like 4 auditions that you have to do. There's an at-home audition.
Jesus Christ, like
There's an at-home audition. There's like a FaceTime audition, and then there's like 2 auditions that you have to do in person. They fly you out, and you're in like this big warehouse. You go in this big warehouse, and it's like 6 people, just like hella intimidating, just sitting at a desk.
it's weird as hell,
Like,
but
look, and it's just like you and a speaker, and it's like this big ass warehouse, and it's just 6 people in a desk.
wait, so we're not talking about like a nice studio, like in a building. We're in a warehouse, like in the middle of nowhere.
It's in the studios, but the studios are warehouses. Like if you've been in the the movie studios,
Yeah.
like it's a movie studio. So it's
Warehouse.
a fucking big ass warehouse, dude. Like it's,
6 people in front of you.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah.
like, go ahead, and you're just like, okay.
yeah. So they put the so I put the beat on. so I put the beat on. I start rapping, and I forget my lyrics, and I just start freestyling, and apparently it was good because they didn't know. So they called me back, and I came back, and they were like, all right, and it's crazy because until you get on the show, it's an audition. Like until you get like showcased, it's an audition. There's like people who were backstage with me holding microphones, never got a chance.
Damn.
Just like
Weighing their whole lives for this
it's
one moment.
literally it's all an audition. Like they're looking at you the whole time.
Can we shotgun, please? I feel
Okay,
like
so-
we've been-
You want a shot?
yeah, come on, man. This man's been given some straight like
I'm already pretty
advice.
drunk, bro, like-
He's preaching, bro. Like we
He
gotta,
is preaching.
bro. We gotta do that up, bro.
All right, you shotgun, I'll chug because I had already opened this one and we don't have.
All right, come on, bro. How many people you know making bands off the LA Strip? No one, bro.
Dylan Jacobs. nigga.
Come
I
on,
know-
bro.
I know Dylan
At
Jacobs.
16, dropout. By the way, I know you were happy as fuck, bro. Because I would have been happy as hell.
Yo, it's time for the shotgun.
Music?
Hurry up.
Come on now, like.
Yeah,
Nah. You seem like a cool dude, bro.
man.
I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, for everything you done, bro, I just feel like I'm talking to an older dude which you done more than me, which is
I feel
kind of
like you say that with everybody though.
No,
you
but-
say that when you talk to me. You say that when you talk to Friga. And
Yeah,
guys
but you don't
Sorry,
make
man. You
bands
just
off the LA Strip. bro.
look.
Like, it's different.
It's
Vegas,
not LA.
Vegas.
Bro, every
Oh,
time.
wait, fuck.
Bro,
Why
we've
do I
been
keep
to
it?
we've been to Vegas or LA 3 times. Every time, bro, I'm saying book the hotel for this place. He's looking in Vegas if we're going to Los Angeles every single time.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, like I'm so surprised he booked. your
It's
fucking
it's
hotel.
crazy for me because
Kinda.
I'm from there, you know what I'm saying. So I would never get that because like like it's very like different for me. But I could understand from someone like being from here or something like that, like how similar they could be. Like
It's not them.
in
You
your
say
head though.
Vegas and Angeles.
Las Vegas,
Dude,
Los
why are you
Angeles.
getting
We're
on
going to LA. We're going to Vegas. That's what I say. We're going to
Yeah.
Vegas. We're
I
going
took
to
my
LA.
first Cali trip with you, dog, and I'm 23.
Nigga, you need to retake your SAT.
What do you mean, bro?
Come
Damn.
on, bro. You need to retake your SAT. All right,
Should've.
Key in the Dream. I got all my niggas on my team.
Y'all gotta make a montage of just my faces every time y'all shotgun. It's gonna be a meme.
All right, so let's get back into the 4 combo. You know what I'm saying? So when you had your first audition and you're going in, walking on the stage, obviously you probably don't have any fucking like butterflies in your stomach, but many people would. So you're out there, you're performing in front of Megan Trainor, I think it was, P. Diddy, and DJ Khaled and DJ Khaled's son. That's fucking crazy. By the
Yeah.
way, you fucking performed in front of DJ Khaled's
At
son.
16, right?
Yeah.
At 16, when you, after you're doing that, like what was the feeling, bro? Like, God damn, bro, you performed in front of greats and
My-
Megan Trainor.
Especially when he's like, I'm just trying to be like P. Diddy, but I'm a bully. Is that what you said? On
Not
the
that
first
Megan
episode?
Trainors are great, but P.
Oh
Diddy,
no, yeah, when he was
P.
throwing-
Diddy and Khaled, they're greats in the music industry. So you're performing in front of greats. Like, what was
Really?
that feeling?
Really, like I said, I try not to place a lot of idols. So it was one of those things where it was like I look up to these people a lot. I do, but at the same time, like I understand they're just people. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool to see them in person because it reassured that mindset for me of everybody's just a person. You know, I'm looking at them and you don't.
It's really just a normal day for you. I mean,
Yeah,
But like,
you're
I'm
just
talking
a
about like
person, you
in the
know,
music
But
industry,
no,
you're
no,
rapping
no.
in front
So
of.
mindset wise, though, honestly, the person who really hit me with what they said was Megan Trainor. If you go
Really?
back, Megan Trainor
Is she
said,
a singer? What did she do? Bro?
yeah,
'Cause
I was confused when.
"What?"
No, bro, I started when I saw
Meghan
you rapping to
Trainor
her. I was
is
like, who
a
is that?
Singer,
I
songwriter.
thought she was an actor.
No, she makes a lot of songs. She's written a lot of songs for people.
Okay,
A
because I don't
lot of
know, but
songs.
Megan, but I
So-
mean, I've seen
She
her.
scared me
You
a
know,
little
all
bit.
about that bass, about that bass.
That's her.
No,
Yeah.
you're lying. That's her.
That's Megan Trainor.
No treble.
Yeah.
Damn. I
You
didn't
know
know.
my mama, they told me to hurry, I found
What?
you something.
Okay, so I guess
She looked like a fashion model or something.
Does look like a
she
fashion
scared me a
model.
little
No,
bit. in that
yeah, she
freestyle.
definitely looks a lot like she's gotten definitely, but no, she said to me, she said, I think you became my new favorite songwriter, and when
I heard
she
that.
said that, I was like, that meant a lot because I know how much she writes for other people. Like y'all don't understand. Like being in the music industry, like I know, like I do my research. Like that's like Bruno Mars telling you like you're my new favorite writer. Like Bruno Mars has written every Flo Rida song pretty much alive. Like
Damn, for real, I didn't even know Flo Rida had like ghostwriters like that.
it's all Bruno Mars. Like Bruno Mars literally is the man. Like writes everything. Like crazy. You feel me? And Meghan Trainor is the woman. Like in the industry, if it comes to like pop, like sing like poppy music,
Yeah.
Meghan Trainor probably had some in on it.
Drake has a
you know what I'm
ghostwriter,
saying?
right?
Probably not now after fucking the Meek Mill shit.
I mean, almost,
No, he wanted to make sure that it was coming
Yeah,
from
probably
almost
not now.
everybody,
But-
almost everybody in the industry. Once you get to a certain point, you're gonna have ghostwriters because you're gonna have a certain sound, and people are gonna be able to recreate that sound. And if somebody has a hit, you're gonna take the hit, like period.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm
so
saying?
back on the Meghan Trainor, she said that, and that took the biggest hit on you.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing for me because when Diddy talked to me, when Diddy talked to me, it was a big thing because you know obviously I really look up to Diddy. Like I'm a rapper, you know, so it's big, and Biggie is one of my favorite artists of all time. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy to me. That's honestly the biggest thing to me. It was like Diddy, but Diddy was with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? That was like the like whoa, like I place more idols on you know
People who are more like stamped in the industry, pretty much.
no, just like more deceased, like
So Juice WRLD,
yeah,
fucking
Juice
Tupac,
WRLD,
Mac
Tupac,
Miller.
Biggie. Like
X.
my engineer has a chair from the Quad Studio in New York from when Tupac got shot there.
damn.
And I just sit in the chair and I think about all the time, like, Tupac could have sat in this chair. Like, Tupac could have been right here. Like,
It's pretty crazy,
know
bro.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
You're still
so,
keeping
like,
your cool too. You're just like, all right, yeah, it's cool, but I'm here to work, so I know what time it is.
yeah,
pretty much.
exactly. So that's like how it was with the four. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Khaled, P Diddy, these are big people. I've always looked up to these people my whole life since you know I remember I was like 8 years old watching Diddy on the Ciroc commercials and stuff. Like
Yeah,
like,
who doesn't know
like,
DJ Khaled, man?
Yeah,
Like, come on.
obviously.
So
like
when
DJ
Diddy was
Khaled
talking to
did.
you and he was like, yeah, you brought, I think her name is Sharaya or something, you brought her up and you just left her hanging up there.
Yeah.
He gave you big props for that because like you said earlier, something about you always got to bring someone up and bring them down. But you didn't bring the Sharaya girl down.
The reason was, you ready?
Yeah,
Yeah.
money.
What did I say earlier? I know my market. You know what I'm saying? You're beating everybody. You have an amazing story. You're an amazing person. You're an amazing artist. You have great stage presence. You're Missy Elliott's protege. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid coming off the street. I'm new. Nobody knows me. Nobody likes me.
No one helped you.
No one helped me, right? And I'm thinking about it from the viewers, right? So I go, how can I make the people who like you like me, right? And I go, what do I not like about you? I don't like anything about you. The only thing I don't like about you is the fact that I have to go against you. Well, I don't have to go against you, but I feel like, honestly, everyone's like, you should have did a singer, but I'm like, that would have been a cop-out. You know what I'm saying? I would
Yeah,
have
you wanted the
definitely-
toughest challenge.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Emo too.
I wanted the best fight. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
wanted the
because
best
that's gonna be
battle.
hard. Because regardless
Like,
if you lose, it was a good fight.
the
you know?
goal was never to win the show, and that's the thing. Everybody comes up to me all the time, oh, you should have won the four, you should have won the four. I tell them, I'm like, everything happens for a reason, and I say that because the goal was never to win. I don't want that contract, straight up. I don't. Like, and because of that, I did like, she might have won the battle, I won the war. You know what I'm saying? I capitalized on 2 episodes and made as much revenue, eyes, views, like I retained as much as she did, and she was on every episode.
You hear that, P Diddy? He won the war, bro. You hear that, P. Diddy?
Another
and
one.
Khaled and
Another
Meghan Trainor.
one.
He won the fucking war.
Meghan Trainor scares me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nigga, you didn't even know who Meghan Trainor was
No.
until this morning.
Yeah, because I was looking up, videos of her.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
look
yeah.
scares me. She just looks very like a mean person.
She's so nice.
and
She
that's
seems
great.
She's the only one that
to
follows me.
She seems super nice to me.
She's the only
I
one
would
that's
actually like to
following
have. I just didn't know really what she did. Like, I really thought she was acting.
No, she's such a sweetheart. She's
Crazy you
amazing.
mentioned
so
that
but
song.
if you didn't want the contract, why did you come back?
Because I wanted to retain.
But then you had
I
lost.
came back because they voted me back.
Oh, they voted you back. But
Yeah.
then, so if you came back, still you have the decision. But then you lost again. So like, what was the point of really coming back? Did you win that war as well, or was it like?
Both the battles were one war. It was all the show itself was the war,
Okay.
right? The battles were individual battles, right? But if you look at, like I said, I was on 2 episodes. You were on 10. You retained 190,000. I retained 160,000. Your views, 10,000. My views, 100,000.
Right.
A million. I did exactly what I went to do. My episode was the most viewed episode of season 2.
20 mil. If I saw when I looked it
No,
up.
that's just on YouTube.
That's the
on YouTube.
repost.
That's YouTube.
That's the repost.
What do you mean?
That's just on YouTube, nigga. You didn't watch the full episode, bruh.
And that's
Are you talking about like TV, like
Yeah,
when
it's
it was
like
airing?
live.
and that's the repost. What y'all don't know is it literally was over 100 million and they took it down.
No
I
way.
swear. On everything I love.
Damn.
Everything I love. The first 2 years it was
Now it's
over.
at 20 mil.
It
I
was,
didn't know TV would get you traction like
it
that.
was
to be
it was
honest.
over 100 mil. They took it down and reposted it because it was still gaining traction. So if you repost it, now it's like it's new again.
And
That's why people right now, I still have DMs in my phone right now. Oh, I just seen the 4. I just seen you on the 4. You went crazy. Da-da-da-da. Is because it's still traction. It's still because that was a multi-million-dollar show. Like, what you have to understand is like, and that's another reason why it's not that I have any bad feelings for the show at all. I hate that people think that that's the best of my ability that I could do is what I did there, because that's not the best of what I could do.
No, nigga, we just fucking again. If
4
you have not
freestyles,
seen
bruh.
the fucking Inside the Dream freestyles, go watch that shit. 'cause
First ever.
We're gonna
bro.
we'll have one more. We'll have one more.
Bro, you gotta join
at the
though.
end of this. Oh, nigga, he don't want me to. I thought about being a rapper, nigga. I just decided to sit back and do podcasts.
Hey, my shit didn't go as well either, but at least the music video was.
Yeah. Let's get in. So the 4, you don't want to talk about much about the 4. This dude got one more question. After you lost, bruh, what do you have to say to Sheree right now? Is it like a fuck you?
Yeah, fuck
No,
you.
I have
type
nothing
shit.
but
is it-
respect. I have nothing
it's
but
all
respect
respect?
for it. Yeah, I have nothing but respect. It's not, bro. I have no. Everything happens for a reason.
Bro, he went
If
against
I'm
top
being-
talent, bro.
But if I'm being
Top
honest,
talent.
I'm watching that shit as a senior in high school. I'm just watching on YouTube, nigga, because I'm watching on my phone because I'm skipping class and shit. But I'm watching on YouTube. I'm like, this nigga Dylan like fucking won, bro. Like, I'm thinking, I was like, this nigga Dylan. Come back, Sheree, bro. I'm like, man, fuck this show, bro. I ain't watching this shit no more, bro. God
He
damn.
said, yo, what's up?
See, I have a lot of people who tell me that. A lot of people.
No, yeah, and I'm not being no fanboy or nothing.
No,
like,
no.
But I'm just being straight up.
Nothing like that. It's just straight up. Do I think things could have played out differently? Probably, but at the same time, I would never. I'm not a person. I have no regrets in my life at all, and that's how.
That was a question I had. No regrets.
I've-
No regrets. Like
No
with the Millers,
regrets.
no regrets.
Yeah, like not even one letter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, I do everything that I do and that's another reason why I wanted to put her up. I wanted to leave her up is because in the second battle I got into her a little bit. So I don't know if anybody picked up on that. In the second battle, when I came in, I literally was like, I even said something. I said, I gotta calm down. I don't want to offend you, but this time, offense is what I plan to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I told her like pretty much like last time I was coming and I was telling you I have nothing but respect for you. Now you know I respect you. Now let's have a friendly fade. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
because it's
saying?
competition. You guys both
Yeah,
know
this is
that
a
you guys are
competition.
good. So it's like, yo, let's get it popping.
Exactly. Now you have your fans, I have my fans, and let's have a real competition.
I got a
Disrespect
question
her ass,
because
though.
before getting on the 4, obviously already had traction because you're on the Las Vegas Strip and you
Yeah.
post on YouTube with 2.7 mil, 15-year-old da 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 in the car and all this shit. Like, was that a part in that at all?
Honestly, a lot of those views didn't come till after the show. I had 10,000 followers on Instagram before I did the show.
Okay.
And I actually got that from rapping on Fremont because I had like this viral video that was on this @rap on Instagram, and it got me like 10,000 overnight. And so because of that, like, that's how I got my first 10,000. So I gained my first amount of traction. And then it was weird because literally the show happened like a week later. So it was like everything just
Just like that, and like less than a
That's
month.
literally just life.
I always tell people when it rains, it pours, and that's good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Momentum works both ways.
Talking about rains and pours on the internet, it says your net worth is between 500K and 700K. You think that's
No, look at his smile on his face. He's like, man, they bullshit on that website, man. I'm packing way more, dog.
You packing way more than that?
No.
He's subtle with it.
Nah,
guys.
he's just saying that.
When he gives a smirk, he's like, yeah.
He's
You already know.
motherfucker, my net worth 5 mil.
Nah, we're not there yet. We'll be there.
This
It'll
nigga
be
came
up
in a
there.
private jet. Nah, I'm just fucking.
No, we flew Spirit. He paid.
Nah, we paid.
He paid.
We paid.
All right, but
We paid,
I was
nigga.
in the back of the car when we was heading here, bro. So I think I earned enough. Like, I think I had enough for a day. Like, come on.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. One of my best friends had just passed a couple months ago. One of my best
Rest in
friends.
peace.
Rest in peace, Jaden Johnson, bro.
R.I.P. Jaden, man.
That was one of my niggas.
Love to my brother.
Bro. He still is one of my niggas. But I feel like I didn't want to do this until someone was worthy enough for it. But I think you're worthy. I think you're worthy of it. It's not a Dylan Jacobs type beat. It's someone else's beat. We're supposed to do it with someone else. Didn't happen. But I really feel like you're worthy for it. So if you could rap on it for this,
Slide.
just honor him in some type of way. His name is Jaden Johnson. If you could fit that in there.
Jaden Johnson.
I'm getting a little moment right
The
here.
double
man.
J.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah, no, this is something. He goes by Mia J.
Yeah, Jay.
All right. So what do you want? Push Ice T slang like Shawty, little baby.
Yeah, we got this.
No, you going push Ice, nigga? I'm picking.
Get him a ski mask.
Hey.
Jago, stupid, no kizzy.
Thinking I'm poppin' shit. You know that Dylan on top of shit. I ain't gon' lie, I like a thotty bitch. You know that it be Galapagos. This be a monster dick. I ain't gon' pull up and do that. Shout out Jaden Johnson. You know we do that. I be like, look, this how I move. Me and Jay, yeah, he the dude. R.I.P. You know that I gotta slide and do it cause I got the juice. So R.I.P. Juice, I gotta bring it back, I'm on the highs. You know that I got my 9999. They tryna fuck with me, I brought the Nina, and baby it's gon' ride this all by my side. Look, little bit of cup I'm drinking. Shorty call me Poppy, I ain't even Puerto Rican. Hey, pull up little baby, gotta eat it. I'm like, I ain't gon' lie, I'm paid for this. Shout out Johnson, Jaden kid. You know to me, I say Jaden got Johnson. I pull up all day and shit. Look, I ain't gon' lie if I'm poppin' shit. You know that I'm off the top of shit. You got Jaden and then Johnson. I pull up, I give it a shot. Johnson shit. You know that I gotta pull it back. They gotta say that I told you. Dylan been sick. He never once had no corona. I pull up and I get it over. Like, it go up, go down. Lil' Shorty do my show so loud. I be like, damn, I ain't even got an old crowd. I got a new flow, old sound. They be like, ooh, Lil' Dylan, old dude. She gon' wanna suck it like it's all soul food. If I gotta pull up, then that's what you don't do. Put a hole in a donut, I'ma hold you down. I'm on the block with this. She said that she too provocative. I got a pants on the Glock and shit. Shorty say that she gon' pull up and the dick. I be like, damn, babe, spin on it. You know I lose and I win on it. Either way that I show up, you know I'm Christian, so I gotta pull up, put a Chris on them. Hey, cross on me, looking like they ain't gon' cross on me. Baby, I don't got apologies. I take this money, it feel like Monopoly. All that shit that you got little is lot to me. You know that I do a lot of this property, then I'ma double up, flip it a brick. And you know Dylan, he show up and spit off their head. They think that it's not off the tip. Freestyle got me rapping like it's off of the T. Cardi B when I'm stuck in this bitch. I be fixing my teeth, now they all white, it feel like veneer, so you know that I paid me a brick. I ain't gon' pull up and do it and shoot it again. Lil' Dylan, he winning, he losing again. I pull up, shout out to Jaden Johnson, RP, I'm going stupid for him. Hey, look, you know I got the recipe. Jaden Johnson, rest in peace. Show my respect to me, show his respect to him. I pull up every day, let me let you be. I ain't never had no fucking enemies, cause hey, they be draining my energy. And you know me, I be topping shit. Jaden Johnson, rest in peace. And I just got homie, he promised it. And if I pull up, then it's rest in peace promise. Cause you know my homie promise just got hit though. I ain't gon' slide, he got hit by his own friend. So I pull up and hit all the stick though. Look, me, I'ma do it another. He got slid by his own friend. Thought he his brother. That was not your brother. I gotta move and you know that I pull up and life is a bitch, but I'm a motherfucker. I'm in the bed trying to fuck on his mother. He's not playing with me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That one touched my heart. Like I
Yeah,
wanna
I'm
fucking cry right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, come
Man,
on.
I was dead ass. Like,
Let's bang one to that, bro.
Rest in peace, rest in peace.
Appreciate you
rest
for
in
that,
peace,
man.
Jaden Johnson, bro.
I
I
just
promise
lost
you,
my
bro. I'm
homie.
gonna
My
make it for
brother.
you and your fan, bro. I
Same
put them
here,
in everything
dog.
I love.
Hell yeah,
I don't
just
have a
lost my
shotgun to
homie
give to
too,
Jaden,
man.
but I will chug. Literally, I didn't chug the last one. I'll be honest, but I'll chug this one.
Yeah, let's do that for one, man. Appreciate you for doing
No,
that, man.
No
That
cap,
shit
bro.
sounded
Thank
hard
you,
as fuck,
because
bro.
like I've been like, there's got to be someone worthy, and like hearing you in the Inside the Dream freestyle, I was just like, this nigga's like worthy.
Nah, I
He's-
you, man.
he's worthy enough. Obviously, I'm not going to be giving those beats out to anybody, but if you do want to go see him on IG, it's Mia J, MIAJAI. If you want to do that, but be honest, we were supposed to interview one of the niggas on there, but some shit happened. But all right, I
Nah,
came to
for
dream. Rest in peace, Jaden Johnson, bro.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace, my
Jaden,
dog.
man.
Promise, man.
Yeah, promise too, man.
That was my man's. He got killed on Fremont too. Sad as shit.
Come on, bro.
All right, we're out of alcohol.
Awesome. We'll just have to get more later.
Yeah, so
Touching back to be honest,
touching back to reality.
to reality. So you pretty much, you go through the process of the 4, right? You almost make it to the finale. Obviously, you don't end up making it. Once you left there, you pretty much knew already at that point that, look, I already got a buzz. I got a name for myself. Now it's time to work on it. That's you pretty much knew that music is your full-time job at that point, right?
Yeah, well, music was my full-time job before that as well. You know, the brand is ATM, All Things Music. So literally, like, that's my ATM. I've never had a real job in my life, never. So I'm
Damn.
blessed.
So you just kept rapping until you were able to make money off of it, and then you just pretty much advanced from there.
Well, I made money off of it before I was good. So that's what like really pushed, like, jump started everything. Is
I
because
think I make money.
yeah, like the confidence made me money because I was out there in front of people with confidence, even though I wasn't good, and so they seen that and they were just fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
I got a real question, bro.
yeah,
I got a real question, and I know this. I just want to know, bro.
where are the record labels at? No.
How'd you fucking read my mind?
Because
bruh?
I was about to say it. I hate
Dude,
you,
that's
bruh.
fucking crazy.
Where are the record labels
at?
bruh? Come on.
Man, I've had a couple little shitty offers, but nothing I'm gonna take serious. Like, motherfuckers trying to get me to sign a paper for what I'm already making.
Yeah, sign the QC,
You're fucking
bruh.
capping after going through the
Sign the 4 PF. Sign the 4 PF.
Yeah, 4 PF, man. Hang out with Migos. No,
Man.
Lil
Fuck
Baby
that.
and shit, bro.
Fuck that nigga.
No, here's the thing.
Sign the BT management.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, look, I would sign a deal. It's not that I'm against a deal. I would sign a 360 deal, straight up.
Really? I thought their 60 deals weren't really
I
like
would
that.
sign a straight 360 deal on me. You know, but my terms are, you could keep the music. You could have the music, whatever. Keep my masters. I don't give a fuck about that. You can keep the first 3 albums. I'll give you 2 albums or 3 years. You sign me before I'm 21, I'll give you 2 albums, 3 years. And by the time I get out of the deal, I'll be 22, 23 years old. I'm going to have experience with a lot of money. That's the thing. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to have experience with a lot of money and experience with the positioning, right? I'm also going to have the buzz and everything you created for me from the label, all those plugs and connections. But my stipulations on the deal is, you, like I said, I'll take minimal percentage on the music. I just want to.
Are you serious though about that? You don't
Minimal.
feel like that's like part of you?
Listen,
Like,
I'll take minimal percent on the music. Let me retain as much of my personal brand as I can, because everybody thinks the money comes from the music. Money don't come from the music, bro. This ain't the fucking 80s. This is not when you'd get on the radio and then you ran the radio and like
that's true. That's
bro,
true.
This is
What you
not
trying to say,
that
nigga? I work at the
anymore.
radio
Yes.
station.
It's not that though.
Damn,
Like
bro.
you know as well as I do. Like, it's not that though anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like now,
It's podcast. I came to dream.
Now, yeah, the
Blood talk.
podcast, bro, this stuff is revenue, it's avenues to make so much more. And the thing about it is your personal brand, you might make $5 million off a song.
No, yeah, but
You're going to make $50 million off an endorsement.
jeez, that's a lot.
On an endorsement?
Yeah.
What?
You sit there, you pose with a Gatorade bottle. That's a cool little 10 million.
So like you,
You know what I'm
posing, you
saying?
posing for the Akina Dream logo. Like this got to be like the best podcast you've been on.
Or at least you've been
Don't
on the
say it,
podcast
don't-
before?
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. I'll get y'all top 5.
As-
Fuck, man. We gotta.
I've been on some.
beat
I've
that
been on
fucking
some.
spot.
I've been on some heat, man. Y'all do.
Hey, should we kick them off?
No. Supreme.
Top 5, bro. Hold on, bro. Top 5. Why top 5? What?
I tried so hard to get you here, brother.
I just.
I was excited.
You know,
for
I
you.
think
one
it's-
of one of my day one homies actually has a podcast.
So that's
can't beat that.
okay, nah.
Can't beat that. That's
You feel me?
sentimental. You feel
Yeah.
me?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I've watched many podcasts and no one can stick with us. It's just a matter when we blow. I'm being honest. When we blow, we're gonna be way. We've had people on from No Jumper, like Adam 22, who say our podcast is way better than that shit.
Yeah, it's good conversation. I'm not saying it's not a good podcast.
No, yeah.
I'm not.
But I'm not saying obviously your homie like, but he ain't 5. He ain't nigga. We.
Probably top 3.
Okay. All right, man. Yo, you know what
Nah,
you're
he's
talking
just
about.
saying that shit to you know. But I'm just being honest.
No, probably top 3 because I did. Yeah, Mo's probably number 1.
That's your boy.
Yeah, that's my boy. And then I also did.
So he's putting us at 3.
No, we gotta get to the number 2 spot. I don't give a fuck.
I
nigga.
don't.
We gotta get to
No,
number 1,
yeah,
bro.
no, yeah, no.
Bro, is it because I don't have the Casamigos ball? Like, I'll go get one right now, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's why.
I told you, bro.
I need a
All right, we'll get one after
I
though.
need a
We'll-
Casamigos bottle and 10 big booty bitches.
We could have done like,
No,
wow.
just like-
I mean, we could have fucking loaded the room. I mean, at that point. But honestly, you know what? Touching on that, man, I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. I mean, let's be honest here, bro. When you were on The Voice, bro, I saw you. You know,
Not the voice. The
oh,
4.
no, what the hell did I just say? The 4. Sorry about
Fucking
that.
drunk
the
bitch.
4, the 4, right? You're on the 4, right, dude? The third battle when you were, you know, I don't remember the bar. I was trying to hear
Second.
was it the second bar?
Second or third. It was. Which one was your favorite?
When you're like, you were talking about your demeanor, but if I had
no,
like,
it was
if
the
I had this
Build-A-Bear. It was
girl's-
when you talked about the fucking Dupé shit, or like,
no, it
the
was
bitch
after
with
the
Bree,
Build-A-Bear.
with Bree.
Yeah, with Bree. Remember?
Oh, Jermaine Dupri.
Nigga,
Yeah, you were like, if I
I
had a
had a
Jermaine Dupri. No,
Build-A-Bear.
I'm just a teen, but how does it go again? I'm just a teen, but if I had a.
Imagine what I'd be if I had a Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, bro. Let's be, bro. You be throwing that little, like, yo, like, what's good with it, bro? Like, how many bodies you got, bro? Like, come on, bro. You've been. I feel like, come on, bro. Like, this man from 13,
Nigga,
bro.
he's
Like,
as seen on
bro,
TV.
Bro, you just.
I seen on TV.
I saw you.
That's what the Tinder say too.
What was the?
That's what the Tinder
And he
said?
got it in Orlando, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was like, damn, bro. He just landed here and he's already getting it like that. What the hell, bro? First time here too, right? Like, come on.
First time in Florida.
Nah, I don't got no bitches, man. I got no.
You know what?
bitches. I got.
Don't be like that. Bro.
I got.
Just
I
because
don't got no bitches, man. I'm a simp.
after the first heartbreak, he was just like,
Nigga, I know you're a simp because I'm a simp,
I'm a
nigga.
simp.
And I just,
But I thought
hear
you were
your
on
music and I'm
demon
like,
time.
this
I
nigga's
thought you was on
simp.
demon time, though. Come on, bro.
My girl always right, bro. No matter
No,
what.
honestly, no. At the end of the day, really, I'm just doing my thing, man. I'm not looking for nothing, and I think
You
that's
just vibing like he says on
Yeah.
2K Babies dates.
Yeah, I'm just vibing.
I mean, I'm just looking for a vibe. Like we can't vibe together, baby. Then we can't even be together. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta at least spit some bars, some
That's
decent
literally what
bars.
he
You
said.
know?
No, yeah, for sure. That's literally what I say.
That's it.
Honestly,
That's it.
at the end of the day, it's like for me, like I don't. If you outside right now at our age looking for like a forever thing, like that's like going to the club looking for a wife. Like you're not gonna find it. Bro. It's not. They not out here right now. Like wait. And that's what I've been realizing. You know, I had to realize this the hard way. You feel me? But wait,
Yeah, taking them city buses, though.
bro, worse than that, man. I was with a girl 10 months, everything, bro. Like rented her a G-Wagon for Valentine's Day.
What?
Fucking
Bro,
took her
Valentine's Day.
took her to
gave me an idea.
Disneyland twice. Like fucking like trips. I'm talking about everything, bro. Like did everything, and I walked in on Shorty cheating on me. That's what my newest song is about.
All right,
This
well,
Isn't
she's
Love.
gonna watch
What's
the
the
podcast.
newest song? Is it a
Fuck
memory?
that bitch.
No, it's called "This Isn't Love." It just dropped a couple days ago.
Is it copyrighted?
No, you could play it.
Is it copyrighted?
Huh?
We'll play it at the end.
Yeah, I'm like, you could play
Damn, fuck that bitch though. Like, to be honest, like, did she not know who she was rocking with?
At
Like,
the-
what the hell? Like,
Bro, it just goes to show
No,
you,
it
bro,
doesn't
we're all
matter.
people. We're all people.
What do
You
you
keep
mean?
saying she doesn't know who she's rocking with, Isaac. What you need to realize, bro, is not. You need to stop looking for fame and money, bro. That doesn't matter. It matters who you are as a person. Yes, he's what we see right now. He's a good person. I'm not discrediting you as a person or anything, but what happens behind closed doors, we don't.
Oh
know.
no, I was a great ass motherfucking
Oh,
boyfriend.
so he's saying he's a great. She
No.
just cheated, bro.
I
She
was
just
great.
is a horny that just is a
Honestly,
fucking. Nigga, you know what I'm fucking saying, nigga? But like, we
She's
don't-
gonna see this podcast too, so fuck you for
No.
that too,
No,
bro.
we're
How you
not
gonna do
saying
that to my man Dylan, bro?
For real.
It's not always of what you are, Isaac. Just realize that it's not always what you are.
Yeah, no. Literally, I caught her cheating on me because I went before I was gonna go to work. I went to go
Before work?
fucking
What is work?
Fremont.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
So before I went to go rap, I just got done at a Russ concert, and I just she didn't answer my phone. She never answers my call. Like she never not answers my calls, right? And so I was like, oh well, she probably just fucking passed out fucking at her
Sleep,
house.
yeah.
I'm like, because right before that, she was like a business owner, all this shit. She had a book signing, so I went to her book signing.
What? Damn.
Yeah, she had a book signing, so I went to the book signing. She was like, I love you. She
Let's
wrote
not
in the
give
book.
this girl free clout for no reason, bro.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
fuck
no
that bitch.
names. Look, at the end of the day, I went or whatever. She signed the book, I love you. And then I went to a Russ concert. And she was a little tipsy when I left, so I was like, oh, all right, whatever. And then, like, I never expected it from this girl. That's what really hurt the most. Is like real, like literally, like last person you would expect. Like business owner, classy woman, 3 bodies her whole life. Like you could tell she's just a fucking like
She's an A+ on my list. 3 buddies.
Yeah, she's like a geek, bro. Like she's not sexual at all. Like this type.
Oh,
shit.
that
Like,
sounds beautiful.
you-
but how
you
dare
feel me?
you?
Like,
how dare you?
So I never expected this shit. Basically, I get done at this Russ concert and she's not answering my calls. I'm like, oh, she probably just fell asleep with her makeup on type shit. I'm like, I'm a simp, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna go before I go to work. I kiss her goodnight, wipe her makeup off for her. You feel
Yeah.
me? She gonna wake up. She gonna be all happy. She don't got her makeup on. I'm gonna be cool, bro.
I ain't never thought about doing that. I ain't gonna lie.
I walk in the door, bro. I walk in the door and everything's dark. The projector's on. And she's like sitting on the couch and I see like a guy's legs like on the couch. And I'm like, bro, this is how much I trusted this bitch. I literally walked all the way up to the couch because I'm like, oh, he's gay.
he wanted that extra
No,
dollar, like, oh, he gay,
no.
he
Literally,
gay.
literally, I'm like, yeah, for sure he's gay. Cause she has gay friends, you know, she has a trans cousin.
So you thought it was one of those?
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. I'm like, I'm like, oh, it is what it is. Literally, last person I ever expected this from. And I realized when he started getting up, that's when I realized he wasn't gay. Cause it wasn't a gay guy get up. He said. I said,
That is the ugliest get up I ever see from a couch in my life. Bro.
I said, damn. I said, that's crazy.
There's no way you didn't
That's
whoop
the
this man's
only
ass.
thing no, bro.
Bruh.
No, I stood there. I said, that's crazy.
You're lying,
I said,
bro.
that's
How are you not?
crazy.
Just like
I put
bro.
the key on the table. I walked out.
That takes some balls to be honest, bro.
Me,
I definitely
put
would have
the
went
key-
the violent route.
Yeah, cause
I
I
honestly don't even think we could play Cut a Buddy after that.
fuck no.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. bro.
Cuddy Buddy is
Fuck
about
that
a sneaky
bitch, bruh.
link though. Cuddy Buddy's about a sneaky link. No, the
You
newest
cheating
song.
on your nigga, bruh. Fuck you, bruh.
Nah, for real. The newest song is literally an exact depiction of what happened.
Everybody leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We have Dylan Jacobs here on the fucking podcast, nigga. It's Inside the Dream, BT the Dream, Akeem the Dream.
Everybody.
We out. Akeem.
Out.
Akeem out.